Max Shepard from Belgium is P4 on standards. Sam Markham from Zimbabwe is P4 on standards. Brian Patterson is P4 on standards. Glenfield from United Kingdom is P8 on standards. Richard Ogden entering the pits is P13. Sam Markham is P2. Nick Carney is P10 on standards. Glenfield is P7. Brian Patterson is P4, 0.2 seconds ahead of Mark Scott. Mark Scott from Norway is P6 on standards, 0.6 seconds ahead of Adelak Sanyi. Richard Ogden is P13 on standards. Mark Scott is P7, 0.3 seconds behind Adelak Sanyi. Bruce Hardwick is P11, 1.6 seconds behind David Forsyth. Rene Robertson is P7, 0.6 seconds ahead of Mark Scott. David Kelsall is P3 on standards, 0.7 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. Mark Scott is P8, 2.2 seconds behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P7, 0.3 seconds behind Adelak Sanyi. Sam Markham is P2 1.1 seconds behind John Astrup. Mark Scott is P7 0.4 seconds ahead of Adalak Sanyi. Richard Ogden entering the pits after 3 laps on standards is P13. Glenfield is P12. Sam Markham is P2 1.1 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. Glenfield entering the pits after 4 laps on standards is P12. Mark Scott is P7 0.5 seconds ahead of Adalak Sanyi. Sam Markham is P2 0.4 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. Rene Robertson is P6 0.3 seconds behind Brian Patterson. Sam Markham is P2 0.1 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. Brian Patterson is P4 0.3 seconds ahead of David Kelsall. David Forsyth is P10. Sam Markham is P2 0.4 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. John Astrup is P1 1.8 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Sam Markham is P2 0.5 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. David Forsyth is P10. Bruce Hardwick is P11. Sam Markham is P3 0.5 seconds behind Max Shepard. Rene Robertson is P5 0.9 seconds behind Brian Patterson. Sam Markham is P3 0.2 seconds behind Max Shepard. Mark Scott is P8. John Astrup is P1 0.9 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. Rene Robertson is P5 0.5 seconds behind Brian Patterson. David Kelsall is P6 0.7 seconds ahead of Adalak Sanyi. Rene Robertson is P5 0.2 seconds behind Brian Patterson. John Astrup is P1 0.2 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. David Kelsall is P6 0.6 seconds ahead of Adalak Sanyi. David Forsyth is P10. Brian Patterson is P5 2.0 seconds behind Rene Robertson. John Astrup is P1 0.5 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. Max Shepard is P2 0.3 seconds behind John Astrup. John Astrup is P1 0.4 seconds ahead of Max Shepard. Nick Carney is P9. John Astrup is P2 0.4 seconds behind Max Shepard. Sam Markham is P3 0.9 seconds behind John Astrup. David Kelsall is P7 1.3 seconds behind Adalak Sanyi. Sam Markham is P2 1.0 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Richard Ogden is P12. Sam Markham is P2 0.8 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Brian Patterson is P5 2.1 seconds ahead of Adalak Sanyi. Sam Markham is P2 1.2 seconds ahead of John Astrup. John Astrup is P3 1.4 seconds behind Sam Markham. Brian Patterson is P5 2.3 seconds ahead of Attila Xanyi. Richard Ogden is P12. Rene Robertson is P4. Sam Markham is P2 1.1 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Richard Ogden is P12. Max Shepard is P1 2.0 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Sam Markham is P2 0.9 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Richard Ogden is P12. Sam Markham is P2 0.4 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Brian Patterson is P5 1.9 seconds ahead of Attila Xanyi. Sam Markham is P3 0.3 seconds behind John Astrup. Brian Patterson is P6 0.9 seconds behind David Kalsall. Brian Patterson entering the pits after 14 laps on standards is P7. Attila Xanyi is P5 4.7 seconds ahead of David Kalsall. Sam Markham is P2 0.2 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Rene Robertson is P4. Sam Markham is P3 0.1 seconds behind John Astrup. Bruce Hardwick is P11. Rene Robertson is P2 1.0 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Sam Markham is P2 0.1 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Max Shepard is P1. Rene Robertson is P4 0.3 seconds behind Sam Markham. Sam Markham is P3 battling John Astrup. Rene Robertson is P4 0.2 seconds behind John Astrup. Mark Scott is P7. Sam Markham is P2 0.3 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Rene Robertson is P4 0.1 seconds behind John Astrup. Mark Scott is P7. Rene Robertson is P2 0.2 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Nick Carney is P8. Rene Robertson is P3 0.3 seconds ahead of John Astrup. Sam Markham is P2 0.5 seconds ahead of Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P3 0.3 seconds behind Sam Markham. Max Shepard is P1. Rene Robertson is P3 0.1 seconds behind Sam Markham. Sam Markham is P2 0.3 seconds ahead of Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P3 0.2 seconds behind Sam Markham. Nick Carney is P8. Rene Robertson is P3 0.3 seconds behind Sam Markham. Sam Markham is P2 0.1 seconds ahead of Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P3 battling Sam Markham. John Astrup entering the pits after 20 laps on standards is P6. Mark Scott is P7. Nick Carney is P8 3.2 seconds behind John Astrup. Sam Markham is P3 0.4 seconds behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P2 0.1 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Mark Scott is P6. Rene Robertson is P2 0.5 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. John Astrup is P7. Richard Ogden entering the pits after 13 laps on standards is P11. Rene Robertson is P2 0.9 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Max Shepard is P1. Rene Robertson is P2 1.1 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Sam Markham is P3 1.0 seconds behind Rene Robertson. Rene Robertson is P2 1.0 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Mark Scott is P6. Richard Ogden is P11. John Astrop is P7. Rene Robertson is P2, 1.0 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Bruce Hardwick is P10. Rene Robertson is P2, 1.1 seconds ahead of Sam Markham. Mark Scott is P6. The leader has just finished the race. Max Shepard is P1. John Astrop is P7. David Kelsall is P5. Richard Ogden is P11. Nick Carney is P8. David Forsyth is P9. David Forsyth is P9. Rene Robertson is P2. Sam Markham is P3. John Astrop is P7. Adalak Sanyi is P4. David Kelsall is P5. David Kelsall is P5. Bruce Hardwick is P10. John Astrop is P7. Adalak Sanyi is P4. Max Shepard is P1. Mark Scott is P6. Mark Scott is P6. Max Shepard is P1.